ครับขอบคุณค่ะครับสีครับปีค่ะ Thank you hello everybody I'm Auntie Mary Thai you can call me Sophie Mary or Beauty Mary today I'm going to an interview with who let me try the title I know is 2000哈咪2000 Uncle May 唔是 no啊2000 degree under the sea let me think who is the interviewer 做就一部片Mr. Brandon with the kite so today now I already sampai the office door so now I'm going to knock his door wait a minute let me I have the treasurer This is what? This is a Angkong Kia mirror. You have no Snow White mirror on the wall. What did see? This is not the Snow White's the magic mirror. This is Guan Yin mirror. You know what is Guan Yin? Goddess of Magia. She can bless me good fortune.
Hello, please come in.
Hello, Mr. Brandon,
Yes. Can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Auntie Mary Thai. You can call me Sophie Mary or Beauty Mary. I study at SJKC Lenyao, SMJK Lenyao, University Lenyao. I have a business about cosmetic. My hobbies is shopping and makeup. And this this is the present I give you. It's a small present. As saying goes, 千里送鹅毛里，轻轻意重。
Thank you. All about literature components. So I should ask you some of questions about this.
Okay. So your first question is what?
Which character is your favorite?
Favorite character 哎呦，今麦 interview 安尼麻烦so busy one I think this interviewer 真正是幾無知哦。sorry interview sorry I know now is interview let me think which is my favorite character 我想一下satu dua tiga I know already it is the professor names Professor Pre-Aeronax. Oh, why I want to choose him? Not he handsome, not he very tall, because not he been as a bamboo stick. You know why? Because he had a thirst of knowledge, as like me, as wise as a Auntie Many type. And he is a patient, adventurous, and love nature. I also people as like this. You know I'm very patient to my kids. You know every kids also go universities, Cambridge, University Harvard, University Oxford, University Indy, University Malaya, University Science Malaya. Okay, this is my reason. Okay,
next, which 8 elements is in this compound?
I think moral values, tone and mood, message, theme, language and style, point and view, and the plot. That's it.
Is talking about.
So busy body want to ask the element but it's okay. I already do the big person. Let me check that. My literature component importance note. Okay, so you ask me which is talking about the element. Okay, now I all say again. First, for about theme. The first theme is forgiveness and freedom. In life, we must learn to forgive. Why? Because when a people sleep with a banana skin, then the meat of the bowl, then into your head, then you become roasted chicken. It's okay, but it's okay. You can forgive him. Why? Because nowadays the people don't know the forgive. So if you forgive people, you also feel happy. As saying goes, negative and unable to have a normal relationship with the people we do not forgive. Anger and unforgiveness can poison us and our relationship. So for example, today a people didn't ask your permission without ask your permission and take the pencil to write his note. So I have two reactions. One is you forgive him. One is you don't forgive him and tear his all notes. Which one you use? Of course, reaction one, right? Because reaction one is you forgive him. Everyone has the chance. Every people have the chance to give a forgive. Everyone also have the do wrong, right? The Buddha, the Jesus also can do wrong, right? So in the 2000 degree under the sea, which example is Captain Nemo? Captain Nemo never gets over the loss of his family. He has not forgiven the enemy mankind for this cruel twist and fate. Thus, he takes revenge on society using his submarine to sink ship. Though Captain Nemo roams the sea free of any land-based government, he's still a prisoner in chains because he cannot forgive. Forgiveness will release him and transform his life. So, because of the forgiveness, didn't have any forgiveness, and so on, the Captain Nemo can't release, and be can't release by the price. It's very beautiful. So, next. The reward and danger of exploration and adventure. You can gain both rewards and dangers from adventures and from exploring. Adventures must be have the dangerous, or else how could be adventure, right? So, for example, you've been given to let the snake bite your skin. Also a dangerous. You prick by the tree, also a dangerous. But the dangerous is let you to learn to more adventurous. Okay. In the 2000 degree, Captain Nemo loves to explore the ocean and unknown parts of the world. Professor Aronnax, Ned Land, and Council are forced to join Captain Nemo in Nautilus. Nautilus is a submarine in the name of the submarine. Okay. As a result of this, they are rewarded with the privilege of seeing a close marine life in its natural habitat. Professor Aronnax gains a wealth of knowledge from this experience. From this adventure marine, Professor gained the wealth. Health is well. Is yes. Knowledge also well. So next is this team can be seen through Professor Aronnax and Captain Nemo thirst for knowledge. Captain Nemo has 12,000 books in his personal library in Naturals. Hey, 12,000 books. I think you all didn't have. I think you say 100 books also very messed. But they have 12,000 book. How that he can have 12,000 book? Because he loved knowledge. As saying goes, knowledge is wealth. Okay. Naturalists allowed Professor Ernest to travel the world and study marine life up close. So why the Professor Ernest is very familiar about the marine? Okay. So the professor is so attracted to this chance to gain knowledge that he would rather be a prisoner of Captain Nemo. Okay, next. Compassion, kindness, and social responsibility. We must have compassion for others who are less fortunate than we are. So we must give a pity. For example, in our life, in our daily life, when you have seen a beggar, you can donate some money or food or clothes, so you will not dirty and hungry. Because many beggars die in dirty and hungry. Why dirty? Dirty will cause the disease, and sometimes if they are the okay orang upaya, you can take them go to the meditation center to let them to have the shelter at there. Okay. So next, Captain Nemo hid his heart beneath a cold and cruel exterior. He tried to rescue the East Indian diver from the jaws of an approaching shark. Later, Captain Nemo hands the diver a bag of okay, continue. Pierce and his heart is stirred by the man's diligence and tough life in such a dangerous job with no proper protective diving gear. Captain Nemo passed the Greek divers the chest of gold for the island of Crete to help them in their fight for freedom. So this is the good deed that Captain Nemo did. Oh, what can't you what can't you my butt is too big, cannot. Let me okay. Message is mostly similar as themes. It's too only. The importance of forgiveness and knowledge is well. Next, moral value, courage. Dude, Professor Ernest, Nate, and Council are twice imprisoned by Captain Nemo in a cell. They are courageous and do not despair. So, when they are in a very difficult environment, they still can alive. Okay. Concern, which one had? Concern demonstrates courage when he jumps into the sea to save his master. Next, perseverance. Professor Ernest perseveres in his pursuit of knowledge through the trip. Although Ned Land badly wants to escape from the Nautilus, the first two attempts fail. However, he doesn't give up. Their last chance to escape is aided by Maelstrom, violent whirlpool, the most violent whirlpool in the world, which hit the submarine as they are living in the boat. Their boat is thrown in the middle of the whirlpool. However, they manage to survive and rescued by a fisherman. Professor Ernest persevered in his pursuit of knowledge throughout the trip. Knowledge is gathered firsthand on board and in the depths of the sea. He has already written many books and is writing a new one on this underwater sea. When imprisoned by the iceberg, then next, When imprisoned by an iceberg, Captain Nemo remains resilient. He doesn't give up even though the situation seems hopeless. Okay, then forgiveness, kindness, and compassion is already said. Loyalty and faithfulness. Constance shows loyalty to his masters, Professor Ernest. Without a second thought, he dived into the cold water of the Atlantic when his masters fall overboard. He said, "It's my duty to serve you." So how loyal is he? He's as loyal as a dog. He served his mother faithfully through the story. Captain Nemo is faithful to the memory of his wife and 2 children. Professor Aronnax finds him weeping over the portrait in his room. He must have loved them dearly. As I'm very loved by children. So they all can go University Cambridge, University Harvard, University Science, University Malaya. Okay. The crew of the Nautilus are also faithful and loyal to their captain. Although we don't see much of them, we can guess that they serve him faithfully and even risk their life in doing so. Okay, next, point of view. The graphic novel is presented from the perspective of Professor Aronnax. So, he is a narrator. He is the first person narrator and everything is seen from his point of view. So all the view in the this 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 and so on. All are his point of view, all the true, all the real. Okay, next, language style. The style refers to how the writer presents the story and how the meaning is conveyed. So, from the language and style, they will know how the grammar, the author is good or bad. So, first, which one? Engaged and skillful narrative style. Sharp and swift pace, direct narrative, conversation, truth of characters, graphic illustration, sharp image, direct language, gentle humor. Okay, which one? So, literary and for about the language, literary device, contrast. Contrast is the place of opposite value side by side in a story. It is often used to balance the story and to keep the reader interested into two things of situation at the same time. Two situations run parallel until they meet at the climax. We see this tension within the heart of Captain Nemo, who is filled in intense love for his Paris family and intense heart for the enemy who has probably destroyed them. All his actions are motivated by these two contrary and strong emotions. The death of his dearest one makes him cause the brutal deaths of the people on board the many ships he sinks with his killer submarine. At the climax, when he and his crew face death in the iceberg entrapment, he weeps as he finally decides to crash the seemingly invisible Nautilus into iceberg and thus saves the life of his loyal crew. Diction. Diction refers to a writer's choice of words or vocabulary. It's important because we want to know not just what the writer is saying, but what he says, why he says what he says. The choice of word will help us understand his message better. Okay, the writer doesn't tell us a few things. First, it helps us to see atmosphere or mood of the story. 2. It can show us different things about character and what the writer or other character think about this character. 3. Can even tell us What kind of social or educational background that tells in set in? Okay. Next, metaphor. For example, in a flash, stone of reality, the three of us sat frozen in amaze. I rode into a cold sweat, not broken all ties with the world, a hopeless race against time. Let me tell them their meanings. First, in a flash, meaning like lightning, immediately. Is very fast, the speed very fast. Stone of reality, it is the actual truth of the real world. Next, the three of us sat frozen in amazement, shocked and silent. As for example, you see your exam English 0 marks. You're frozen in amazement, shocked and silent. Okay? I broke into a cold sweat. It means I shiver in fear. Okay. Not broken all ties with the world. It means that didn't totally cut off relationships with the world outside. Lastly, a hopeless race against time, meaning time was running out. Irony. We can see the irony of the situation when Professor Ironax cautions Ned about not falling into the sea, but ends up falling in himself with two waves shoot out from the submarine and throw him overboard. When the trio was washed up on the submarine, Professor Aronnax proclaims that God has saved us, but it turns out to be their poison. Personification. For example, page 46, struck by a giant earthquake. Tone mood. The tone tells us the writer's attitude to his subject. In literature, the tone influences the writer's choice of words and the literary device he uses. The mood refers to the emotions or feeling in the story. In this graphic novel, there are some shifts in tone and moods. Beginning. Tone and mood of anticipation and rising excitement as the story unfolds. The mystery of the killer sea monster and the United States warship set out in an expedition to kill the sea monster. Middle and body. Tension of an expectation when the trio land on the Nautilus and then meet Captain Nemo. Excitement and exhilaration, wonder during the expedition and exploration of underwater marvels, fear and apprehension at critical points of dangers or Captain Nemo wrecked. And the end is calmness and relief after an extraordinary experience in the underworld. Okay. You see not that the interviewer. So nextly, don't forget to thumbs up to my video and subscribe on my channel. I'm Auntie Mary Chai. สวัสดีค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ